Hey, what's going on, guys? Haven't done a video in a while. If you watched the last couple of videos, you already know that we're moving from California back out to Missouri. Actually, if you've been watching the channel for the last year, you know that we've moved probably like 4 times from Kansas to Missouri, from Missouri to California, and now from California right back out to Missouri again. And I hate moving. Moving sucks. You gotta pack up all the stuff, plus you have these 2-day drives, which can get kind of exhausting. I'm gonna do my best, to record some footage, and hopefully I'll upload something after we get back to Missouri. Anyway, I was gonna go ahead and get to some announcements that I had. I wanted to get this out before I left because I didn't think I'd have the opportunity to maybe make a video here for maybe the next week or so. First thing I wanted to get to, and I think it's probably the biggest topic on this channel, is the Future of Rona, the continuation of the story, the second volume, so to speak, and how it's going to be done. Now, I myself admitted just a couple videos back that I'm not exactly sure how it was going to go, but the picture is starting to crystallize a little bit, and I'm starting to understand exactly what I want to do for the second volume of Rona. Here's the announcement. The second volume of Rona is going to be a novel. It's going to have illustrations still done by Anthony. I'm not going to get any more into it than that. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering, what does this mean? Am I going to stay in the comic book world, or is this it for the Rona project in comics? No, it's not actually. In fact, I'm going to be taking Rona kind of off the plate and setting it to the side momentarily. I'm not really comfortable with my writing skills to do a full-on novel at this point. That's why I'm reading so many novels right now, and I've been sharing kind of what I've been reading with you guys along the way. Now, as for the comic book stuff, what this is going to do is I'm going to be taking on some new projects now, and instead of doing a Rona webcomic, I'm going to scratch the idea. The whole situation out here and us moving back has kind of made it really tough and kind of squeezing us in a way that it's going to be hard to make content with so much distance between me and Jason, things like this. So I'm going to be taking on some new things. And what this means is I'm going to be doing some collaborations, and possibly with some of you guys. Back when people thought maybe Rona was still going to be, the second volume was going to be a graphic novel, I had a lot of people, a lot of artists come at me saying they'd be willing to do the second volume of Rona. Some of these guys, have actually worked in the industry, and obviously that was a pretty surreal feeling, because a lot of really, really talented artists offering to help was such a big deal. Being that it is Rona and very sentimental to me, I don't want to put that on the table to have somebody else to work with, but instead I'd like to pick up another project with some of you guys. I'm going to be very selective on this. I almost wasn't even sure if I wanted to put this on video. I'm gonna go ahead and just be upfront with it. I'm not gonna just pick up somebody who's not 100% committed to their art. This is something that I'm doing for a living. I plan on doing for a living for a long time. I don't want to leave the comic book world. I want to continue doing comics. I've actually been drawing a little bit myself. I'm gonna leave a couple links in the description box. I'm a beginner. I mean, I haven't drawn for years, probably 10 years or so, and I'm just now picking up the pen and paper and just trying to learn some drawing and maybe kind of close the gap, as I've mentioned many times, between writer and artist. That way I can, at least display what I'm trying to get across to an artist. Ultimately, though, I am going to be picking up some new stuff, and I'm going to try to do a collaboration. If you're interested, and very committed, send me a PM. And maybe we can get together and we can work on some stuff together. Most likely it's going to be a webcomic. I don't really want to take on the responsibility of a full graphic novel. I've been through it once, and I think that distance is going to play a factor as far as the working relationship. So I want to work on something that I know is achievable, if that's even a word. And so, yeah, I'm going to be looking at other people's art, things like that, and then maybe working on something with some of you guys in the very, very near future. Once we get back to Missouri and settled in, I'm going to go ahead and start progressing the cycle as far as working with some of you guys and doing some webcomics and things like that. Pretty exciting stuff, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of you guys out there with talent, so I say it once again, if you're interested, and very committed, send me a PM. And if you're not committed to your work, it's not that, I'm not knocking you for any way. I know that a lot of people, it is a part-time thing for them. It's a hobby and that kind of stuff. I'm only looking for people who are fully committed. This is a legitimate working relationship where, we're going to be in contact a lot, via Skype and things like that to discuss our project and that kind of stuff. So if you're not fully committed, ultimately you'd be doing both of us a favor by not even, hopping into it. Maybe, keep on your work, and then when the time comes up that you can actually commit to a project, then who knows, maybe we can do some work together later down the line. Anyway, that's a whole lot of information. I hope you can take all that in. Lastly, real quick, I didn't want to do this video too long. I want to get into the distribution aspects of, after creating your own book. A lot of what's going on right now is trying to get our book into stores. So many of you guys have sent PMs, left comments, you want a copy of Rona, but you can't buy your books online, blah, blah, blah. You've heard me say it a million times. We're working on getting our books into stores, and actually we're really close. We've already sent our book to a distributor. We've gotten some pretty positive feedback, and what a distributor ultimately does is kind of pitch your book to retail stores like Barnes & Noble or just, local comic book shops. And we've already started the process, but really haven't gotten enough information back or anything like that to make a full-on video explaining exactly what goes down when you're trying to get your book into stores and getting a distributor and things like that. So I'm gonna get into all that stuff later in a later video. Let's see, what else? I guess that about covers it. We're gonna be moving over the next week. I'll be shooting some footage, and hopefully I'll see you guys here in just about a week or so. And the next time you see me, I will be in Missouri. So we will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good week. Peace.